Welcome back. It's Barb City, where it be hella mother effing litty. Let's get into it. Before we do, as always, remember when in doubt, just pull your mother effing blunt out. Thank you to everybody that continues to go on over to Facebook and follow Barb City over there. You are very much appreciated. We are on Twitter and Instagram. Do not follow my Twitter impasta. Make sure that you are following the real Barb City and make sure that you see my logo. Our first topic is going to be about Natalie, Zeus, and Smiley Chow. Smiley is out here putting all the tea on Zeus and Natalie out there. Not only did she say that the men of Zeus, Lemmy and them, be coming in the girls' rooms late at night trying to fill them up. They be trying to receive sexual things for the girls to get cash apps and things like that. Okay. Smiley also said that she feels like Natalie is running a prostitution ring. And she also said that Natalie tried to get her to do some bumps with her and called her boring because she would not do it. So let's check this out. It says, so Smiley supposedly spilling the tea on Zeus. And as you guys can see, she had a whole lot to say about the guys. But the part that I want to get into is right here. Natalie wanted me to take bumps with her. I told her no. She said I was boring. Baby, don't play with me. And she also said Natalie is running a prostitution ring. Now, we always hear a lot about Zeus, okay? This is not the first time we heard something like this, so it is very much believable. But I've always said to you guys, I cannot stand Zeus Network and what they stand for. The only reason why I watch it is for Jocelyn's Cabaret. And to be honest, the way she be treating them girls, that show is not any better than the baddies and all the other trash. But anyways, here were some of the comments. I feel like she's only doing it because her show with Zeus is not coming out anymore. I agree with this. I feel like the reason why nobody listens to these girls when they come out with information is because they're always okay with it until something doesn't go their way. That's when they start trying to expose people. Another person said the girls been saying this though. It's crazy. And Stunna T and Smiley have all said the same thing. I don't know why y'all are trying to paint her as a liar or falsely accusing Zeus. Woo! That is a mess, chat. Let me know what you guys feel about it, and let's move forward into Bachiana, Botsy B, whatever y'all want to call her, and Ice Spice. Okay, I did have to wait to talk about this because you guys know the Barb's been blacking out and some more stuff, and we just got to stand on mother effing business, child. Okay, so Ice Spice drops new music and throws shade at Botsy B. Bachiana quickly responds. Okay, so this is what was said. Cardi B fans are outraged after Ice Spice allegedly dissed the fellow Bronx rapper in new leaked song BB Bell. And she said she thinks she's pretty, but she keeps changing her face. Obviously, that is shade to Cardi B. You guys know, allegedly, in our humble opinion, she is on her 13th face, you guys, but she's always talking about being pretty and she's always talking down on how other people look when she's clearly not happy with herself. I just had to throw that in there. Ice Spice also said, falling behind, like pick up your pace. It was friendly until I took your place. Light skin, but I'm black. You could tell by my hair. So first of all, that was corny as corny, cornball, corn in the cob, corn. Like that whole bar was so effing whack. But you guys know she is talking to Cardi B. Cardi B has said several times that she is not black and that she does not date her race, but then will say that she's black. So obviously she is throwing shade at Boxy B. And like I said, Cardi B quickly responded and she said this: these bees can't see my numbers or status. Y'all had way too much time to catch up. Can't see me in money, can't see me in real estate, fashion, and can't see me in person either. I'm not in a rat race with none of you bees, and I'ma show y'all. So first, I want to say this. It's like Boxy B, your last project could not even reach 1 million views on YouTube. That's a free
Clock it.
platform.
Clock it.
So, in my humble opinion, your numbers are just not numbering anymore. Okay. Also, she said, hold on. These bees have absolutely lost their mind. I'm getting all my lick backs on my album, though, on each one of you. So, first of all, we know she's talking about JT. We know that she's talking about Bia. We know that she's talking about Megan the Stallion. I know that you guys don't want to admit it, but she is. And now we know for a fact that she is talking about Ice Spice. But I just want to say, like, I'm pretty sure you guys have a couple of years before she gets her lick back. Now, let's move into Ice Chip and Nicki Minaj. So, this is another topic that I was waiting to talk about, and you guys know why. Glock Topics tweeted Ice Spice addresses a former friend leaking her text messages where she was speaking about business disagreements with Nicki Minaj. So, let's be very clear. When this first happened, I would say, like, if the messages are not true, Ice Spice, just come out and say they're not true. You know what I'm saying? And if the messages are true, which they were, just come out and give Nicki a public apology since it already reached the public eye. You know what I'm saying? I felt like the text messages did not make Nicki look good. And I felt like if Ice Spice loved her and respect her, she would have already addressed the text messages. But anyways, she waited until the day before her album was going to drop and she decided to address the text messages. So we're going to get into that PR stunt right now. This is what she said in an interview with Rolling Stone. She says, a former close friend of Ice leaked text messages in which Ice expressed frustration with the contract negotiations with Minaj for their joint song on last year's Barbie soundtrack. I think that the saddest part of the whole situation is it's somebody I knew for so many years, and I called her my friend, had me open up and be vulnerable with them, and then took complete advantage of that for her own benefit. I says, so that was the saddest part, really, just feeling used, basically. She also said, before I even go forward, can you imagine her saying that she's the one that felt used in this situation? It's insane, okay? She also said Minaj hasn't commented on the leaked messages. Take note of that. Nicki Minaj has not addressed this situation. So don't let them gaslight y'all, okay? She said, and there hasn't been any public rift between the two since. She's been busy as hell, I says. I don't really think she cares about shit like that coming from a random girl. But what I said in those text messages was just in a moment of frustration around a contract negotiation. I could have chose different words, but at the end of the day, regardless of how I felt in that moment, Nicki is still somebody I respect as an artist, and I'm always going to admire everything she's done for me and the culture. So this is interesting. She said Nicki is always somebody I'm going to respect as an artist. So she's saying, like, I respect Nicki as an artist, but not a person. I did catch on to that. Also, when she's saying, like, oh, it was a moment of frustration, I get that, right? People say things when they're upset. But at the end of the day, when you're wrong, and you simply apologize, and people are running around calling this an apology, and it's not. But let's get into some of those comments, you guys. The first one saying, Barb's, let's be rational for once. Yes, Ice was wrong, but she was frustrated. Let's not make her an enemy. Let's just forget about her for the meantime. So I kind of sort of agree with this. She don't have to be the enemy, child, but we don't have to support her like we were, and we haven't been. And she is definitely seeing the difference between having the support of the Barbs and no longer having the support of the Barbs. Another comment saying, I don't care. She said she was more relevant than Nicki, and Nicki is jealous of her. Girl, let's see the relevance when that album unit drops. So it is funny for her to be saying like she's bringing opportunities to Nicki. That's crazy in itself. But yet, ever since that happened, you've been pandering to Nicki and her Barbs, trying to get our support. But yet, you are more relevant than Nicki. Something's not making sense, right? Another comment saying, we don't care. We are not buying that album. And I find it very odd that it's been weeks since them DMs leaked, and Ice Spice just now bringing the situation up the day before her album drops. She wants the Barbs back on her side, I see. And like I said, you guys, I definitely agree. These girls always want to diss Nicki, always want to diss the Barbs when they get a little bit of heat under their tails, right? They start thinking that they're on the same level as Nicki, and then the Barbs gotta humble them, child. And then they start crawling back like a bunch of little annoying little roaches, right? Anyway, let's go ahead and move forward into JT. So, y'all, I really hope this situation is not true. And I'm just going to give you guys a quick rundown because it has not even fully unfolded. So, this screenshot right here is of a video, right? I did listen to the video, I played it myself. The video is 10 minutes long, as you guys can see right here in this screenshot. Hold on. It is 10 minutes long. So I can't play it in this video, but I did listen from beginning to end. This account, the very first circle that you see, their name is Keeping the Culture Alive on Twitter. And they are, a news type, like how I do the celebrity news account, but they are also a Nicki Minaj fan page, in my opinion. So, as you guys can see here, it says audio of ex account holder account, or excuse me, audio of ex account holder accusing JT of sending him $1,400 and allegedly talking about Ice Spice and Young Miami over the phone and other artists. So in this 10-minute video, not only does he say JT sent him $1,400 to help with his rent, okay? He was saying how she wanted him to promote her new album. He also said that she was talking badly about Ice Spice and Young Miami, including other artists, you guys, and that he would be able to post receipts of these conversations, of these phone calls. He also said that JT has been paying blogs, you guys. Yes, yes. He said JT has been paying blogs to get her music out there, and people are feeling like she's actually been paying Nicki Minaj Twitter accounts to switch over and be JT fan accounts. Not only that, you guys, but it looks like maybe, I'm not sure, I said maybe, JT may be hooking up with Rock Nation, and that's why all of this stuff is all of a sudden happening. Like I said, you guys, this situation has not completely unfolded, but there is a lot of tea going around about it, you guys. It is a complete mother effing mess, okay? But like I said, as you guys can see here, this screen recording is 10 minutes long. If you want to listen to it and get all the tea, you can find it on Opinionated Truths on Twitter. So it's Opinionated Truths Podcast. That's where you guys can find the 10-minute clip of everything Keeping the Culture Alive had to say about JT and this entire situation. It's just sad, you guys. And all I can say is, I really hope it's not true. Like, Nicki does not deserve this. It's truly tiring. Every single person that she helps with her career turns on her for absolutely no reason at all whatsoever. And then the general public says things like, oh, she's washed up, she's bitter, she doesn't want to work with the new girls, blah, blah, blah. When really, Nicki's not doing nothing in these situations. And another thing that I wanted to say is, when Nicki wasn't working with anybody and she was staying to herself, you guys had something to say about that. Then she started working with the girls, but she wasn't working with the girls y'all wanted her to work with. So y'all had something to say about that. Then she started working with all the girls y'all wanted her to work with, and look at how they're doing her. Not saying that the situation with JT is true, but it's like, look at Ice Spice. We waited forever for those DMs to be addressed. So many people coming to me like, oh, you're just starting stuff between Nicki and Ice Spice. You don't know if those messages are true. But look, now they're true. So it's tiring, you guys. So like I said at the beginning, it's sad, and I really hope that this is not true about JT. I hope Nicki and JT are still solid, child. I really do. But anyways, let me know what you guys feel about all of those topics. Thank you for enjoying Barb City mother effing blooper rolls, child, because y'all know they be rolling. And I am not starting this video over, especially since I'm on vacation, and I still love you guys enough to drop some tea. Okay, but anyway, until next time, I love you guys so much. Thanks.